G'day, cheers everyone. Sonia Bernard here, linked by Ink, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Pulling out the Christmas cups now. I love Elf. I've already watched it once. I usually watch it in summertime too, because I just love it so much. It's my favorite Christmas movie. What is your... Put it in the comments. On my internet being in true form, you know, you pay good money, and what? I don't know. Oh, do I not have the volume down on that? Okay, trying to get it together here. Okay, so today's class, I'm using a product that I believe this is retiring, Magical Meadow. I definitely know the paper is retiring. Oh, my hair is just a mess. Which is the Winter Meadow paper, the designer series paper, which is the paper we're using. I actually used it last week in a class, and I mean the week before last, and I'm using it in this one too, just to show the versatility of this this designer series paper. It's still available when I looked today. So today being Wednesday, November 29th, even though I'm not posting this until Thursday, November 30th, I have to film early today. So these are the cards we're going to make with this, and this is using the Pretty Peacock, which is now back in stock, the cardstock, and then we've got the Blueberry Bushel, and then we have some Garden Green, and then we have some Pebbled Path. So when you look, there's a lot of different ways that you can go with your color schemes with these cards, okay? So let's get started because I don't have a lot of time today. I've got to hustle. Okay, so again, we're using Magical Meadow and the Magical Meadow dies. We're actually just using one out of there. Now, when you make your purchase using the host code in the description, you'll get this kit to each of the cards. Nothing is stamped. That's against policy. I can't stamp it for you, but I can die cut everything. The bling is not included. Bling, I'm doing it backwards, hang on. But when you place an order of $50 or more, then I will include a pack of the rhinestones for you. But to get the kit, you only have to spend $35, and that's all before shipping and tax for those. Oh, I love this one. For those amounts. Okay, let's just turn it down and get going today. Where's the thing? Okay, I've got to do the thing. Oops. If I don't do this, then we're upside down and backwards, and I'm just using my iPad here, so sorry, you know, it's I am so sorry. Every day is allergy day with me. It's just a part of life. Oh no, my hot mess. The Hot Mess Express is back for another week. Okay. So when can you get this kit? The availability. It is today, the 30th of November through December 11th, which is a Monday. So you just have to make a purchase between now and December 11th. And remember, we've got all those last chance products going. So all of that counts. Any purchase you make using my host code, and when you check out, just make sure you see my name, Sonia Bernard, down at the bottom, okay? Because if you don't, then you have to call Stampin' Up! And ask them to change it. It's a whole thing, and that's just a headache. Because if you click off and you go to someone's Pinterest, or you go to a YouTube video or something, the program can actually change it so that that person is now your demonstrator when you go to check out. So you just have to, or if you purchase from someone else, you purchase from multiple demonstrators, then, you know, to get my offer, you do have to purchase from me. So just make sure that that is happening. And if you don't receive the card kit, then I did not get the order. So let's just make sure when you're checking out that you see my name, Sonia Bernard, on the checkout. And then I will ship these kits will ship on the 12th of December. So I do wait till after it's closed, and then I ship everyone's at once. So it will ship on the 12th of December, okay? Actually, I might try to do it a little earlier with all that shipping, because it's Christmas. So I will, you know what, I'm going to say as soon as I get your order in, give me 2 days and I will get the kit shipped to you, because I don't want you to miss out of shipping, you know, with Christmas and all. You know what I'm trying to say. Okay, trying to get that straight. So this is thick basic white cardstock, and it's 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. Okay, and then we have a layer, and that is 4 by 5 1/4, and that is the pretty peacock. Then we have basic white is our next layer, and that is going to be 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And then we've got our fun DSP. This is just using the reverse side of it. And this is, you've got 2 little bits here that are 1 inch by 2 5/8. And you've got these 2 that are 1 inch by 3 7/8. And then we have got the deckled rectangle die using basic white, and I'll show you which one I used as soon as I get the... So the deckled rectangle, I just used the smallest one in there. And I actually did it first with just a strip of like regular cardstock, like a regular rectangle. And I'll tell you what, visually it makes a difference when you use the deckled rectangle. It makes a big difference. And then we've got a little bit of baker's twine, and I've done a double bow with that. And then we have the Magical Meadow dies, and I've used this one here. You actually get 2, look at that, look at all the dies. These coordinate with stamped images, and then these are little ones that you don't need to stamp the image. So you will get one of these, and that's in Moody Mauve, however you say, will come already die cut for you. So always, my card kits always include any die cut pieces. So then it's just quick assembly, okay? Again, we want them to be cute, but we don't want to be here all day, you know, making cards. We want to get our kit in the mail after we've made our purchase, and we want to be able to put it together. So we're just going to put some glue on your white layer. And what I love about these cards today is minimal stamping. Let's get it done. And see, this is why I use the glue. Oh, where are my glasses? I really should have them on. My eyes are acting out today. So we're going to layer that, and I'm going to grab them because it's hard enough to craft, but when you craft and everything's blurry, it makes it a little bit harder. Oh, magic, I can see. Okay, I'm trying to pull my sleeves up. This was not the best shirt to craft in today. So once you have that down, next we're just figuring out where to place these. So you could do it this way, is the way you want to do it, across the top, and this one across the bottom, and then this one down the side. There's no real up or down, but I'm going to take whatever piece I get. Like this one, which it's kind of like a focal point, so I'm going to make sure that that's going up, even though this one here is going down and this one's going sideways. And the same with this one, they're kind of all going sideways, so I'm going to have it going right there. So the way we're going to glue this on is it's about 1/8 of an inch from the corner. So you're going to start with 1, and you just put some glue there, and you're going to line it up around 1/8 of an inch from the edge, about there. And then you can kind of use that one, and you can see if you need to push it over a little bit. So you know, you're kind of lining this one up, even though you're not gluing this one yet, because you want that gap, trying to make it that gap and that gap and that gap kind of all even. But it doesn't have to be. Don't obsess over it too much, because seriously, they're not going to sit there and start measuring your work, you know. So then you just want to make sure that that is lined up with that, and then you're lining up with this one, and you're just working your way around the edge. And I like to do the 2 little ones first, like the big one, the 2 littles, and then the big one. So you want to leave a gap there too. We're leaving gaps all around. Lining up with this one. And this is another reason I use that liquid glue, especially on a card like this. Now, if you wanted, you could do it this way too, with the bigger one, and then those ones with the green. That is absolutely fine. Just because I do it one way doesn't mean you have to. You could do it any way you want. And got a little extra glue there. And we're going to push that up just a little, line that up. There we go. Too easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now, I am using Pretty Peacock, and I am using, what am I talking? Moody Marv here. That's the one I want, the blend. And then I am going to get the Pretty Peacock ink is what I was looking for. Okay, and we're going to use May This Season of Sparkle Bring Joy and Delight. I'm going to use our cute little label here. I love the deckled rectangles and the deckled circles. They are just so cute. So we're using the Pretty Peacock ink. You could use Moody Marv. If you don't have all these inks yet, you're still building your stash, then use basic black, use a gray, use something that's kind of like could go with anything. Basic gray, basic black, that'll work just fine. Oops, and you should use a matte when you're doing this. So this one you can't really flip over because it does have a different kind of edge on that side. And I don't think I made myself an extra one, so we'll just use that. So when you're stamping, use your stamping mat because it doesn't always work out the best. Let's see if we could just do it on the back. That'll drive me balmy. If I do it again, well... Oh, we're going to use that side. Okay, so I guess, you know what? You can turn it upside down. There we go. We are going to do that because we can, because there's no rules in crafting, right? And if there was, rules are made to be broken. So break those rules. Do what makes you happy when you're crafting. I'm going to open up a new pack of dimensionals. These are amazing. There's 300 in here. Plus you use the edges as well. So remember to put that on your order if you are needing some more dimensionals. And then we're just going to put 2 right there. One pack goes a long way. I do a lot of crafting with 1 pack of dimensionals. And we're going to put this right there in the middle. And that's going to be popped up. It gives that visual interest. Then, instead of having this is too long. So we're going to trim this down to about here. And you could literally just snap it with your finger. Okay. And then when I find out where I put my glue, which is probably right in front of my face, it is, I'm just going to put a tiny little bit of glue right there, and I'm going to pop that underneath right there, and just give that a second and it'll dry. And then we're going to get our cute little linen thread bow. And what I do is when I'm doing this, I'll pull the, what are these called? Oh my gosh. The part of the bow, there's a name for it. There's a name for it. If you know the name of it, let me know in the comments. These things. Tassels is coming in my head now. I'm like, that's not right. What is the actual name? Okay. But anyway, as I'm going to put the glue dot on, I will pinch them together. And then I will put the glue dot right there. And this way they always seem to fall down. Oh my gosh, that's just going to mess with me that I can't remember the name. So I want you to see that there's a double bow there. So I'll spread that out. There we go. Card number 1. Oh, hang on. That's not quite the card. Hold on a second. Let's get some dimensionals and actually put it onto our card base. Might help just a tad. But you can see it almost looked finished, didn't it? So let's just get them. And if you're doing like a card swap and just doing like card fronts, this would be a great one too, but I always do a full card. There we go. And it could almost be a jumbo tag. So anyway, okay, that's number one. Number two, love this one, Winter Wishes. Super cute. Of course, all these cards that I designed today were inspired by Pinterest. So this one, I did copy a lot of their layout, but the person who done it, I can't remember who, they had it stamped here. They didn't have a background here, and this was like a green piece of cardstock here. So I've changed it because the white piece just kind of blended into that background of the white. For me personally, not attacking anyone, I do it you know, the way you want to do it, because the sentiment was stamped here. So if you go on Pinterest, you'll probably see this one. But I've just changed it to be a little bit like more my style. So we're going to use, again, our thick white cardstock. And that's going to be your 8.5 by 5.5. And it's scored at 4 1/4. And then we've got layers, lots of layers. But this blueberry bushel, I forget this one is there. I forget to use this a lot. And this blueberry bushel piece is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And then we've got a piece of basic white that's 5 by 3 3/4. And that has been embossed using the Snowflake Sky 3D embossing folder. And again, you have to look to see if that's on the last chance list. I haven't gone over all my stuff yet. To see, sorry, I just lost my, oh my goodness, I lost my thing. Okay, I haven't gone over my last chance list to see if that's going last chance or not. I believe it probably will be, because it's, you know, snowflakes. Then we've got two pieces. We've also got this piece, and this is actually your designer series paper. So if you wanted to, you could put that in, and that is a 3 3/4, and that I did that at 1 1/4 across the bottom. Okay, and when you get your kit, you're going to get all these pieces. This piece may vary. I've had to be very creative with cutting out these pieces, so you might get a different look for, like, you'll get two, so you might get those two, or you might get these two. It just depends. It's going to be random. I had to get creative with cutting out that page, and maybe that's why the person who did this layout stamped everything instead of using the DSP. So I've added in this piece of blueberry bushel, and this is 2 3/4 by 4, and then my piece of DSP is 3 3/4 by 2.5, and then I've got 11 inches of this iridescent ribbon that this is going to retire, so get it before it's gone. It's so pretty. It is called iridescent ribbon, and it's white and sparkly, and I love it, and I'm going to miss it. Oh yeah, always taking away my ribbons. And then I was originally going to use like a cutout piece for the sentiment, but I didn't like the way it looked. It just wasn't sitting right with me. It didn't sit right. So I did change it, and I'll show you shortly what I mean by that. Okay, so first we're just going to layer our snowflake and our blueberry bushel. Whoops, making a mess. And we're going to glue them down together. And you should have just a little bit around the edge. What's that, like a 1/16 of an inch around the edge? Then we're actually going to do this one flat, because we don't want, the bow really brings a lot of height to the card. When well, it's actually just the ribbon. It's a knot, not a bow. And so, oh, where did I get red? Oh, I don't know how I just got red on my hand, but I got it on my card. We should be able to cover that up. Oops. Okay. It looks like lipstick. Okay, I put glue down on that too. What a hot mess express today. There we go. So that is laid down on that. Now we're going to layer these two pieces together, and then we will wrap our ribbon around them, and that's about 1/8 of an inch there. Now if you want to, you could trim that down too to make it more of a 1/16 of an inch, but I actually like the difference because it's kind of like bringing this piece forward, making it bigger, where this is more off in the distance, making it further away. Because, you know, when you have those distance paintings, everything that's further away is smaller. So I liked the effect I was getting by making that change there. And then we're just going to get our ribbon and tie a knot. Yes. And we can make that a little bit to the left. You can make it a little bit to the right. You can put it in the center. Doesn't matter. Whatever tickles your fancy, go for it. And then I just want to get my ribbon scissors, you know, that I just trim that. Next, I'm going to get our little piece of DSP here. And if you wanted to, if you put it like that, you could go like that. I mean, that works. But I do think that this really gives it a more visual impact using that side. It really like defines the card a lot better visually. But it also ties in with your cardstock color. Because I did try doing it in green like the other layout, but it works better for me. So, and everyone sees art differently, okay? Everyone sees beauty differently. So if you ever hear me talking, well, this is what I did, I changed it, because that is what you should do. You should change it to suit your you know, your sense of style. Like, we all have the different ways that we dress and the ways that we do makeup and our hair. It's just it's a crafting sense of style. So don't ever be offended if someone's like, well, I like your card, but I'm going to change this. I'm like, yes, go for it. Please show me what you've done, you know, because it does inspire me too. So, oh, you know what? I forgot the bling on the last card. Winter Wishes. So I will quickly go back and show you there with the bling what I've done. And this is in the Blueberry Bushel. So we're staying with that one main color there to do these cards. Okay, so originally I had it like that, and I'm like, it doesn't work for me. Where could I put this, you know? No. So I had cut this out like this, and then I said, doesn't work for me. Oh, now I've lost my scissors. I literally just had them right here. I'm like, oh, here they are. They're right where they belong. Okay, so I've just gone around and quickly fussy cut, not being too particular, around, following the image, and then just kind of trying to make that more round rather than square. And then a couple of dimensionals. And this to me just works. Now you might not like it. You might go, and even with no sentiment it works too. But now it is up there. Is that straight? Doop. There we go. Now we did need some bling. So the last card I would have used Moody Mauve, and oh, I have one of those things where you start and then everything kind of just blends into each other. So these are alcohol-based markers, so they can color on things. So you don't want to get them on stuff that you don't want to get the color off, because the alcohol makes the color dry. So I've done big, medium, small, and then I use Blueberry Bushel for big, medium, small. And since I'm here, I'll go ahead and do the other two while I'm at it. Now, we didn't have a garden green, but we do have a dark shaded spruce, so I used that one. Well, my tip on this one's got a little beat up. It happens sometimes when you like someone may have used it kind of heavy-handed. When they get really bad like this, I don't know if you can see that, I will get my snips and I'll literally show you what I do. I just cut off like a little bit at the end. Kind of give it a little haircut, a little trim. And that generally, oh, I better clean that before we use it again. That generally brings your tip back. So there we go. That's what I do when that happens. And then I've got a pebbled path. Look how fun these colors even are together, just with the bling. So fun. Okay, we're going to do a medium and we're going to do a small. So you can color these rhinestones any color that you have in your blends color. So fun, right? I think so. It just makes it versatile for coloring. Now, if you don't have that, it's going to look cute with just regular rhinestones as well. So I don't want you to feel like, oh, well, I don't have all that, you know. It takes a little minute to build up your stash. So just wait and, you know, order a bit here, a bit there, and eventually you'll have all the colors. And because that's what I did, just, you know, keep going, and eventually you build up your collection, and it's so much fun. So we're going to put these on this too before I forget. These are the ones we missed, and you could do this in a green as well, but I just wanted to do it in the Moody Mauve. There we go. So that's card number 2. Okay, moving on. Card number 3. I got this layout. I actually printed this. This is Tracy Bradley's layout, and so I've just changed it to make it me. And really all I've done changing this is changing the paper, the color, the stamp set, all that kind of stuff. So I found that on Pinterest. So you can go on Pinterest and you can look and you can find layouts, and then you just change it up to make it yours. And we could have done it this way as well, done it like maybe sideways and just change the orientation of these things a little bit too. But I really liked her layout, and I was like, that's going to work great with this paper, and it's really going to showcase the cute DSP. So we've got this is garden green, and it's 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5.5. And then I've got 2 pieces of basic white that are 5 1/4 by 4, and I've got one that I have embossed with the exposed brick 3D embossing folder. So you can pick any embossing folder you have and do that. You don't have to have the same one as me, but you are going to get this in your kit. The pieces that I'm showing you, that's what you get in your kit. Then we've got some more garden green cardstock, and we have got this at let me see, what did I cut this at? The oh, this is 4.5 by 1.5, and I've done this at 3 1/8 by 3 1/8. I was looking at the wrong pieces. And in this DSP, we've got 4 1/4 by 1 1/4, and then we've got 2 7/8 by 2 7/8 square. Then we have got our little banner, and we have used the Nested Essentials dies for that, and I've used the second largest die to die cut that out of basic white. Okay. And, oops, getting caught on my shirt. Then we have got this sentiment, not my favorite, all honesty, but still cute. The colder weather brings us together, and it kind of does, because the colder weather is when we have our holidays and stuff, and we kind of all come together with Thanksgiving and Christmas and all that. I don't have to have, I'm just like trying to stick with the one the one stamp set, so you're only using like one bundle for this rather than using a whole multitude. Oh, well, I guess we're going to be folding that this way because this is the inside of the card. Oops. Okay, so we're now making this our card this way. It's all good. Now we're going to go ahead and put this flat emboss piece on and just glue that down. These cards, I don't know, I just went with layers today when I was creating and curating all these cards. And I just really wanted to show off the DSP, and one of the ways to really show your DSP off is to pop it with a coordinating color right behind it. It really just showcases it, almost frames it in my, oops, I can't even stay on the lines. In my opinion, almost frames it. So we're going to go ahead and put this on here. I just checked my microphone's on. I was like, please let this be on. I've recorded a full video before and the microphone was off, and had to redo the whole thing. I mean, cut the whole thing. I had got to the very end of the video. Yeah, so I had to redo, and obviously couldn't upload one with no sound. So there we go. We're just going to layer that on there. I don't think I trimmed this one down. I did not. I'm about to. So I had made this a little bigger at first because I did use that lady's measurements, and I discovered that that was too big. So we'll see. we're gonna play a little bit here. So I did change the measurement on that one, I should say. She had 3 1/4, and I think it looked just a little bit better with 3 and just 1/8. So I'm gonna trim that off there. Oh, look, it worked. And then 3 1/8 there. There we go. So again, you know, if you don't, it's not that you don't like something, it's just like, to me, I want to change that. It doesn't look right. So, because it was also, it was bigger than this part here too. And it may have just been a typo. Who knows? But I absolutely love this layout, and I think it's a fantastic, beautiful layout that you could use time and time again to really showcase some of your DSP. And you will be seeing these layouts in some future classes with Celebration coming on. I'm like, ooh, because these really do showcase, these layouts, like I said, showcase your DSP. And Celebration, we have some amazing DSP coming up. Oh my gosh. If you want to join in December, you can start earning Celebration rewards in December as a demonstrator. And don't let the word demonstrator scare you. You don't have to demonstrate anything. I've got plenty of people on my team, and they purchase for themselves, a couple of friends. They don't demonstrate anything. Okay, so don't let the word demonstrator scare you. You do not have to do a class. You do not have to do a video. You don't have to do anything. You just have to enjoy crafting, really, and getting a savings. That's what the word demonstrator means. Craft and save. They should change the word. But I mean, they call it a hobby demonstrator. But still, again, you're not demonstrating anything when you're a hobby. So join as a hobbyist. That's what I'm going to say. Join as a hobbyist and save money. Join as a savvy shopper. You know, again, I don't want that word. That is garden green, by the way, that I just stamped that in. Don't want that word demonstrated to scare people. It actually does. People are like, well, what do I have to do? Nothing. Place an order, save money. That's about it. So this one I'm just going to put 2 up the top, and the reason for that is because we're going to have this overlap and hang there at the bottom. There we go. And then join my team. You get all these all my PDFs that I do. I put that in the team page. You get those for free. And although I've got to add some in. Oh, that's right. I did extra bling for this one. I've got to add some of my classes in. I've got to type them up. Okay, put some bling here, and I forgot I got 2 more, so let me just quickly do that one and that one. And because you should put them odd groups, you know, groups 5, 7, or 2 groups of like 3, but this is just how I did that one. And that is card number 3. Easy peasy. The thing that takes the most time with all these cards always is all the cutting and the prep, but you don't have to worry because I'm doing that all for you. And here's our last card, and I wanted as soon as I saw this card layout, I was like, oh, that is going to be perfect for that little deer, and that will just fit nicely. Now I've lost the card. Okay, where is it? Here we go. It's like, where's my kit? So I saw this and just went, that paper for the deer is just going to fit perfect. So again, when you get your kit, you're getting all these pieces here, and you're getting that 2 sets of that, plus your envelopes, plus I email you a free PDF tutorial. So all this paper is cut, and it's going to be scored for you, and you've got pieces here that are scored just like that. Okay. Now, once I score for you, I do that on the fun folds. If it's just your basic, you know, 8.5 by 5.5, that is not going to be scored, okay? Because I'm sure you know how to score by now. So you can just score that. Because scoring paper takes a long time. So, but now when it's a fun fold like this, this is going to be scored for you, okay? So let me show you how this card opens first. So it goes this way, and then that's kind of tucked in there, and then it opens up. Yay! And if you wanted to, you could almost probably fit in here. You could probably almost fit a little another pocket and just stick a gift card in there. That would be cute. Ooh, guess what my daughter's boyfriend might be getting for Christmas then. So that just tucks right back in there like that. But this is just perfect for this card, I thought, the little deer. So let's go ahead and make this. So this is basic white thick cardstock, and we've got it at 6.5 by 5.5, and then we've scored it at 2 1/4. So when you're scoring, that's your 6.5 line, and you're going to score at 2 1/4 here. And we're just going to fold that. And that's actually the bottom of our card. Now you could also change the orientation of this card and make it this way or that way. Opens up either way or this way. So when you're playing around with this card layout, you can do that. Now we have our little flat piece. This is basic, no, this is still thick basic white. And this is 3.5 by 3.5, so it's a square, and then we're going to score one of the edges at 3/4 of an inch, and that's going to give you your little flat part here. Okay, now because we don't want the little flat part showing, we want that tucked away, and that's why we're doing this piece here, and then it just coordinates perfectly with that there. Everything just seamlessly comes together. Love it. So we're using Pebbled Path. And this is our, let me see, doing the wrong size layer, inside layer. This is 5 1/4 by 4. And then we have our basic white, which is 5 by 3 3/4. Okay. Then we've got the other parts to the little, the flappy piece. I call it the flap. And we have got the layer, and that's 3 1/4 by 2.5. And our cute little deer and our DSP, and that is 3 by 2 1/4. Lots of layers in this one, so I got to make sure I'm giving you the right layers. Then we've got this layer, which is 5 1/4 by 2, and then we've got 3 by 2 1/4. Wait, no, boop, do that wrong. That is 1 3/4 by 5. So we've got 5 1/4 by 2, and then 5 by 1 3/4. I've just got this list, this laundry list of measurements. Okay, now remember, you get them all in a nice typed up PDF emailed to you, and that is included with your class. And then we've used the Nested Essentials dies, and I've used the 2 smallest ones to cut out Basic White and then our Pebbled Path. And that's all your bits for this card. Oh, plus our little bow, which I didn't make up another one, but that's okay. I got a bow maker, and if you're interested in a bow maker, let me know. We can do something there. Okay, so now you've got all the bits, So we are going to want to start with layering the flap piece. Lots of layers again, but I think this may be, I don't know, I kind of like them all. I gotta be honest. I love the way that these cards turned out. Just because I think I really, really love this paper. I think it was like, I don't know why it didn't fly off the shelves. But I want to show you the versatility of this paper, and then just how fun it really is. Because you can go back and look at my video from 2 Thursdays ago, and you'll see another card class using this fun paper. So you're going to layer those like that. Then we're going to layer our white onto our Pebbled Path. And you do not, let me repeat, you do not want to put this inside the card yet. You want to glue those 2 layers together. Okay. Then we can get our piece of DSP, and that is from there's a blue trees in there. I tried it with all different pieces, but this just went seamlessly together, in my opinion. It just seamlessly, it's the word of the day. There we go. Oh, this is the last one. That's good, because I actually have somewhere I've got to go today. So, okay. So we're getting all our layers together. Then we can go ahead and we can actually put this one onto the flap. Put that there. Yeah, I think I might add in just a piece on the other side to, you know, you just glue it down on 3 sides, and then you just have one side open, and that's like a little envelope, and tuck in a gift card. I think that'll work out good. Now, this is where I've got like the basics assembled, but we're not gluing this piece yet because we want to glue this to here. And really all you have to do is center it on this piece. So all you have to do is put some glue on this side. And if you've already got it centered, just fold it over. Give it a second to dry. Actually, even while it's drying, we can go ahead and we can glue the entire piece, hiding this piece, down inside the card. And if you center that, if you're not sure, you can double check and open this, and then you can kind of shimmy it to what you've got here. But it lines up pretty good. There we go. Look at that. Now we just have to do the center. See, if you don't have that piece on there, it just kind of pops open. So we don't want that. So we're going to get our Pebbled Path, and we're going to get the stamp that says, if I can find it, it's lost in this chaos that is over there and now this side of my desk. Oh my. Oh wait, we've already used it. That's why we're going to clean it off. Okay, we're going to do the May the Season of Sparkle bring you joy and delight. Season of Sparkle. Sorry if I'm sparkle instead of the holiday season. I like it. Here we've got our Pebbled Path. Let's see if I can get this good without my stamp mat. Yes, it worked. Perfect. Now, I want to show you something, because look, those colors look very different, don't they? This one almost has a green tinge to it, but as it dries, it'll dry more true to color. Let me try to bring this up so you can see what I'm talking about, because it almost looks like I stamped it in a green, but it's not. It's actually in the pebbled path. And then as the ink dries, it'll change color. Okay, so if you look at that and you're like, oh wait, that does not look like the same color, just let it dry and it'll be fine. Okay, now a little bit of this, and I just love how these layer together. So cute. And then this one, we want dimensionals, but we only want them on the bottom part here, because we want to be able to tuck in behind here. So I'm only going to put like one there and one there. I'm only going to put 2 of those on there, okay? And that, we're just going to center that. See these edges here? These will go over just a little bit. And then I'm going to line this point up with the edge of that card there. And then this could be centered. And then this, actually, let me just bring that up a touch, because I want it to come up under that flat part. So why I brought it up a little bit is because I want this white part up underneath the corners. I don't want the corners sticking out. I want to cover those corners. But that's just me. You can have your corners sticking out. It can be any way you want it. But I want it just like that. There we go. And then we just get our little bow maker and do a double bow, wrap around, quickly tie a knot, pull that tight. Whoops. The tail of the bow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I'm messing this up. Ay, ay, ay. Let me make that a little longer. There we go. Double bow. There. Now we're cooking with Crisco. And let's do that. There we go. Cut the tail. Now I can remember. And pull that bow off. And then we've got our double bow there. I tried it with a single bow, and honestly a double just looked better. It just filled it out a little more. And we're going to stick that on there, and then we're just going to stick that on the corner, just to give it a little bit more visual interest. And then a little bit of bling, and we are done. Actually, I'm going to put it on this side this time, because if I put it here, I'll put it over his face. Let me just move this one. Sometimes you can actually just pick these up and move them. But I wouldn't do that too many times, because then the glue is going to lose its stickiness and it's not going to work that great. Okay, so this is our Magical Meadow Winter Meadow card class. And this is what you end up with at the end of it. And you can change, the sentiment. You can keep them. You can make them birthday cards. They don't have to be Christmassy or wintry. You can make them however you want. Okay. Remember to use the host code. Remember, you've got till December 11th, midnight Eastern Standard Time. Remember December, if you want to join my team in December, we would love to help you. Well, I would love to help you, because I definitely help everyone who joins the team. If you need help placing first order, if you all your questions, I'm here to answer everything. But we'd love to have you as well in our community. We have a wonderful group, both local and scattered across. That's why we're called Link by Ink Far and Wide, because we go across the United States. It's not just all about, people in the actual vicinity of where I live. So you know, we have a Facebook group. I put all my PDF tutorials in there. We also do team things. We do a team meeting every month. And I offer a special kit that's just for my team members. So it's a lot of fun. And then, you know, getting together to go to events and stuff, that's always fun too. Okay, plus you get to add in stuff from the new, because we get pre-order starting December 5th as a demonstrator or a hobby demonstrator. We get to pre-order from the new mini catalog that's coming out, and that's your January to April catalog. And if you're joining in December, you get to add that product to your starter kit. You get to add that to the kit. So $99 and you get $125 worth of product, and it's free shipping. You just have to pay tax on it. Plus you get a free paper pumpkin kit in there. And I mean, it's a great value. It's our everyday starter kit value. It's the best deal in the catalog. And then you get to be on my team. My join link is in the description as well. Now, if you're just wanting the card kit this month, then just go ahead and place that order. $35 or more before shipping and tax gets you enough to make 8 cards plus envelopes. No images are stamped. Excuse me. Everything is die cut. Then if you spend $50 or more before shipping and tax, then you also get a free pack of rhinestones, not the ones that are used. You get the actual full pack. And that's mailed to your door, shipped absolutely free, all on me. I pay for the shipping, I pay for your card kit, and you just place an order. It's my way of saying thank you. Thank you for supporting my small business and choosing me as your demonstrator. And even if you choose me and other demonstrators, I'm loving about share the love. You know, I know a lot of people online who shop online, shop from different demonstrators. I think that's wonderful. So yeah, if you love this kit and if you want it, just go ahead and place your order before December 11th, 2023, and I will mail that to you. And again, I'll get these mailed out ASAP because I want you to have it as soon as possible so that you can get it completed and get it in the mail and send it off to whoever you're going to share that with. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Thanks for always watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for supporting my small business. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope everyone in North America had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And have a safe week, and I'll see you next week, guys. Take care now.